So you live in Marietta, and you've got a dog, which is fantastic, but trying to find the right trainer can feel like a pretty big task. Well, we're going to break down exactly how to find a great one right here in our city.
I mean, there's really nothing better, right? Having your best furry friend by your side in a city like Marietta. You've got the historic downtown, all those great parks. It's just an amazing place to share with your dog.
And let's be honest, all those moments get so much better when your dog is well behaved. Just picture it, a nice, relaxed walk at Terrell Mill Park without any pulling. Or maybe your dog greeting people politely on the Marietta Square instead of jumping all over them. It's about having that calm, confident dog during a neighborhood festival, or even just strolling down a busy street like Roswell. Okay, so this is part one, training for Marietta life. And this is key because, good manners really matter here. This isn't just about teaching sit and stay. It's about giving your dog the skills to handle all the specific stuff we have going on in Marietta and Cobb County, to be a happy, confident city dog. All right, part two, pinpointing your training goals. So, what does your dog actually need to learn? Before you even pick up the phone or send an email to a trainer, you've got to know what you're trying to fix. What's the end goal here? So really think about it. What does your dog need help with? What's that one thing, or maybe two things, that if they just got better would make your life together a whole lot easier? Take a second. Chances are it's something on this list. Maybe you've got a brand new puppy and you're just starting from square one. Or you're dealing with the classic stuff, right? The leash pulling, jumping on guests, the non-stop barking. Or it could be something a bit more complex, like separation anxiety or fearfulness around other dogs. Look, these are all super common, and the great news is there's help for every single one of them. So if you're in that puppy stage, this is where you live. Puppy training is all about building that foundation. We're talking about socialization, getting potty training down, making sure they don't bite, and helping them feel comfortable in their crate. Getting this stuff right early on is going to make a world of difference later. Now, for pretty much every dog owner, basic obedience is the bread and butter. This is your sit, stay, come when called, and a big one, walking on a leash without yanking your arm off. These are the building blocks that let you actually enjoy everything Marietta has to offer with your dog in tow. Okay, but what if your issue is a bit more serious? Things like deep-seated fear, aggression, or that really tough separation anxiety. That's when we're talking about behavior modification. This is a much more structured approach, and honestly, this is where you really want a qualified professional in your corner. Don't try to tackle this alone. Part 3, how to choose a trainer. You know what you need, so how do you find the right person? It really comes down to vetting a true professional. Okay, if you take away one thing from this whole section, let it be this. The best trainers use positive reinforcement, period. This is all about building trust and making learning a fun thing for your dog. That's how you get changes that stick around for the long haul. So let's just lay it out, side by side. The recommended method is positive reinforcement. That means using rewards like treats, praise, a favorite toy to show your dog what you want them to do. It builds them up. The stuff to avoid? Anything based on fear or intimidation. Using pain or force might stop a behavior for a second, but it often leads to bigger problems like anxiety and aggression down the road. It just breaks that trust between you and your dog. So here's your game plan, your vetting checklist. 4 simple steps. 1. Look for certifications. 2. Double-check their methods. 3. Ask the right questions. And 4. Compare the types of training they offer. Okay, I know these certifications can look like a bunch of random letters, but they really do matter. Things like CPDTK or KPA-CTP mean that the trainer has actually passed tests and has to keep up with their education. It's a sign of a real pro. And if you're dealing with those bigger behavior issues, you'll want to look for certifications like IABC-CBDC or CBCC-KA. All right, next up, you've got to ask some questions. And don't be afraid to be direct. Ask them straight up. What methods do you use? What are your credentials? A great trainer will be totally open and happy to talk about how they'll tailor a plan just for your dog, how they measure success, and what all the costs are up front. Oh, and here's a pro tip. If they're willing to work with your vet, that's a really good sign. Moving on to part 4, costs and local practice spots. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, how much this is going to cost and where you can go to practice everything you learn. So, let's talk numbers. This table gives you a pretty good idea of the average costs for dog training here in Marietta as of 2025. You can see group classes are usually the most budget-friendly option. Private lessons and in-home coaching are a step up, giving you that one-on-one attention. Then you have things like board and train, which are a bigger investment. This should help you figure out what works for your budget.
Okay, now it's time to practice, and this is so important. The trainer can give you the tools, but the real work, the stuff that makes it stick, happens when you and your dog practice out in the real world over and over again. And luckily, we've got some amazing spots right here in Marietta to do just that. If you need to work on recall, the dog park at Swift Cantrell or Bark Park West are perfect, since they're fenced in. Need to practice leash walking with distractions? Head over to Terrell Mill Park. You'll get joggers, strollers, you name it. And when you're ready to level up, the trails at Kennesaw Mountain are perfect for practicing staying calm around other hikers and all sorts of new smells. You know, at the end of the day, a great canine companion just makes everything in Marietta better. That's what this is all about. It's an investment in a happier, easier, more fun life together.
And the rewards of a well-trained dog, they show up in all the little moments. We're talking about vet visits that aren't a total nightmare. Having friends over and your dog greets them politely. Walking down a busy sidewalk and feeling totally confident. Being able to sit on a restaurant patio together. Heck, just having peace and quiet with your neighbors. It's all those things. So, what new adventure will you and your dog enjoy first? As you get started, just imagine all the cool new things you'll be able to do together. We really wish you the best in finding that perfect trainer and getting out there to enjoy every bit of Marietta with your best friend.